What's good, y'all? We back outside on that NBA 2K23. Now, if you're new, I appreciate that view. I truly do. But you know you gotta like and sub, my boy. This is only episode 7 of the Tailor. All my OG subs, what up? Comment down below. Let me know you see me. Salute. Now, in this series, we take a look at some of the greatest builds in NBA 2K history. That could be as early as 2K22 and as far back as 2K15. Now, behind every great archetype is an even greater content creator, catching bodies, taking ankles, and shooting threes, going crazy in the rec to become legendary. Today we take a look at Agent. NBA 2K17 was the first year for archetypes, and Agent made a name for himself with his pure sharp. Let's get right. Shout out to Agent. Today we gonna be making that sharp build from 2K17. Now before we get started, bro, I was down all last week because I had family in town for Thanksgiving, but I told y'all I wasn't gonna leave y'all, man. We back outside again. I'm gonna continue to upload on my channel. I want to give y'all some updates though. So the first thing is I am gonna be getting to like those other builds and requests, so continue to do that on the channel. I believe I got Chris Smooth, Hoodie Sean, Davis, if I can recall right, but I'll go in and take a look and see what I can do about that. Also, I'm gonna be reducing the time of these videos. I started a new job on the 21st, so I gotta like work it out with my schedule, so I don't have as much record time right now while I'm going through like training and all of that stuff like that. So we're gonna be doing that. Also, I'm gonna be like switching it up some, so I do want to continue to upload this series, but I'm also gonna be adding some new series to the channel, so be on the lookout for that stuff across different games and whatnot. So let's get right into it. First, we want to make the build a shooting guard. That was his first build. It was going to be left-handed too as well, and 30 for the Curry. Now when we look at height, bro, he was trying to make sure that he didn't get as much contest, so he went with a 6'6" build to be a little bit taller, which was actually a great idea that year going in. 180 lowest weight. Now as far as wingspan, back in 17 you would lose attributes if you had longest wingspan, but not as much as you would lose in 2K23, so we had to meet it somewhere in the middle, and I thought 6'10" made perfect sense. We go with body shape of solid. Now this is the part of the video where you can simply pause the video, capture the attributes that I have on screen, and what you get is that 2K17 sharp vibe. Go crazy, bro. This build is a viable build. You can actually take it in the rec and play. I think this is probably better suited for the rec, but you can also take this build in the threes and still play efficiently too as well. If you want to stick around and see how I translated those attributes from 17 to 23, let's get right. Now first thing is the finishing. The finishing, we had close shot was a 70. That's equivalent to standing layup back then, so that's exactly the same. Driving layup was a 69. I just rounded to a 70. Driving dunk was a 60. Standing dunk was a 40. So all of this stuff is accurate to 2K17, bro. You really should be trying to shoot like a shark anyway, bro. So finishing ain't what we're really trying to do, but you actually can get some pretty decent driving dunk packages with a 60, so you should be all right. Now as far as shooting goes, it was a 91 and a 91 on Agent's build. Now keep in mind, Agent scored 110 points in the rec, 79 points in the rec. He was going crazy on this build shooting, so this is more than enough. Now keep in mind that I had to tweak it for 2K23, so as you can see, if we made it a 91, we lose that goal limitless range. Now Hall of Fame limitless range was at a 99, so we can't even get close to that, so I just went for the 92. I dropped the mid range down to a 92 to make a 90 instead of a 91, just to make it good. Now as you know, you can green up from mid range with like a 45 mid range, so this is more than enough to green all your shots. Plus, if you are going to take this build into the rec, you need to have some free throws, so I made it at 80. Playmaking, this part is really accurate too, because everything was either a 72 or a 73. I just simply rounded it up to a 75, so we can get those thresholds in the game to be able to get the animations, unlock animations we want, like LeBron James pass style. ball handling, signature size up, you can get like Zach LaVine, for instance, and then size up escape, you can get Kevin Durant, Paul George, LeBron James. So actually, you're a pretty decent secondary ball handler because you can get Michael Jordan dribble style, Gabby Williams, stuff like that. So you're not the primary ball handler because you are a sharp, bro. You shouldn't be trying to catch clips like that. But if you need to be able to dribble, you can dribble on this build. I didn't want to overdo it because offense was really what this build was about, and I think this captures that vibe from 2K17. Now, as far as defense goes, y'all know we had an excess of attribute points left over after we created the 2K17 Sharp, so I spent those attribute points on my defense. Now, defense back then was in between a 72 to a 74 in every category. Rebounding, he did not touch rebounding at all back then. Minimum rebounding would have been a 42 and a 43, so that's the reason why I went with the 45 and just didn't touch this at all. But you can lower this a little bit if you want to spend those attribute points somewhere else. You shouldn't be concerned with rebounding really on this build anyway. And then when you look at defense, this is where I kind of changed it up a little bit. So perimeter defense, you can see I got silver clamps with the 86 per rim, and then I also got 85 for the silver glove. I feel like in 2K23, this was a good place to spend it. It doesn't like affect the vibe like on offense of the build, but it does give you some defensive capability to be able to guard all this isoing and rim running and stuff like that. Interior defense is really close to what I was talking about with 72 or 74. And then block being at a 70 gives you bronze anchor, so it does allow you to get some solid contest and block, get some good block animations. Now, as far as physicals go, it was a 78 and a 78. I simply rounded that up to an 80 and an 80. Your strength just is tied to your perimeter defense, so it's actually higher than what it was on his build, but we can't do anything about that. Vert was a 73. I brought it to a 70, and stamina, I just made it a 90. Now, these are all of your takeovers you can see right here, but you're a sharpshooter, bro. There's no sense in you picking anything besides these two. If you want to like pull like a secondary with like maybe fading or something like that, where you can go pull up precision, you could, but that's not really staying true to like that sharp that we trying to go with. So I went limitless range and spot up, and you can see we gonna get that build name of a sharpshooter, shades of Hersey Hawkins, Devin Vassell, and DeJounte Murray, which is, I guess maybe because I brought that defense up, that's the way I got it. But y'all let me know how I did in the comments below. I think I actually captured this build very close to what it was, with the exception of the defense, so this is nice. This is a usable build, bro. So y'all also comment down below, what do y'all want to see next from what 2K, what generation, what would y'all like to see? Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so you can know when we post, and as always, respect the OGs. Peace.